All right, I'd like to call to order the Oxford Area Cable Communications Commission meeting for February 22nd, 2021. Can we have a flag, right? Hello?
Yes, we got it.
Where is it? Okay, we need to stand and pay our respects to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag.
To the flag of the United States of America.
To the
And to the republic for which it stands,
one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty
and justice for all.
Okay. Roll call. Who's responsible? Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Shar?
I'm here.
Karen? Karen?
Are you saying Karen? I'm here.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, I thought it was Karen.
Yep, Karen's here.
Karen Geibel.
Here.
Maureen's here and we're waiting on Bill.
Okay. Approval of the agenda.
If there's no changes, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda for the February 22nd Cable Commission meeting as presented.
We have a motion. Is it supported?
I'll support.
Do we have to do everything by roll call, Sue? We do. Okay, roll call vote, please, on the agenda approval.
Ed?
Yes.
Karen?
Yes.
Maureen, yes. Shar? Shar?
Sorry, I muted because I had a phone call coming in. Yes.
Motion carries.
I love it. Public comments. Public comments on items not on this agenda.
I have a question.
Sure.
Are you going to have public comments at the end?
Does it call for it?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
There is public comments at the end.
All right, I'll wait.
Okay. Jeez. Seeing no public comments.
Wait a minute. No, sorry, Ed. There is a public comment. You want to sit here?
No. Item 14. Should I start? Hi, I'm Connie Miller, resident, and I also work at OCTV. And I just wanted to make a little mention about how the last year has gone here. It's been difficult, but we have one person who made a commitment to be here every single day and keep things going, and that's Terry, and she did it. She did it through family crises. She did it through quarantines. We dug up programming. We expanded our library to try to keep everything fresh and change the schedule every day. And the only reason I was here with her was because she was here, and she never failed in that commitment. And I just think that sort of thing should be recognized. Thank you for your time. I'm going home to ice my back now.
Thank you, Connie. I didn't put her up to that at all. Thank you.
Good job, Terry.
Thank you, Connie, for the comments. I think a lot of members of the board that I at least have had some conversations with do appreciate the efforts that Terry has put forth in the past year or so. approval of the minutes from the meeting of December 7th, 2020. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of the December 7th, 2020 Cable Commission meeting, OACCC meeting, as presented.
Do we have a support?
I'll support.
It's been moved and supported. Roll call, please.
Karen,
Yes.
Shar,
Yes.
is Bill here yet?
Yes.
Maureen, yes. Ed?
Yes.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Oh, I would like to comment quickly. I know it's not on the agenda, but before we go forward, to welcome our newest board member, Karen Geibel. Is that how you pronounce your last name, Karen? Is it Geibel?
Yep, that's correct. Good job.
Thanks. Well, I would like to welcome you to the board. And
Thank you very much.
Unfortunately, this is not the normal way things go, but I'm sure you're probably used to this at other board meetings. So anyways, we'll limber along here. Item 7, bill review. If you've read the packet and we've gone over the bill review, if there's any questions on items 7A through F, let's discuss now. If there's no discussion or no questions, then I'll move for a motion to receive and file items 7A through 7F.
I'll second that.
Who made the motion?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were making the motion. I'll make the motion to receive and file.
Okay. Do we have support?
I'll support.
We have a motion. It's been moved and supported. Roll call.
Bill,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
Ed,
Yes.
Mo, yes. Shar,
Yes.
that's it.
Did you ask yourself, Maureen?
I did. I voted yes.
Okay. All right, item 8A is unfinished business. We don't have any unless something has come up at the last minute that I'm not aware of. We'll go to item 9. The 2021 budget, which we approved in December. Do we have any questions regarding the budget? I'm not sure why we have this on here again, other than the fact we need to review it again. If there's any questions or concerns? None?
None.
Item 9B, the Oakland County Investment Pool Report. If you've reviewed that in your packet, any questions?
I'll move to receive and file.
Support.
What are we moving to receive and file A, B, and C, or just B, or what?
I'm late and I don't have an agenda in front of me, so I can't answer that.
Well,
I think A, B, and C.
yeah, we can. I'm just going to suggest we can move to receive and file items 9A, 9B, and 9C.
I'll move to amend my motion to reflect that.
I will still support you, Bill.
Thank you, Mo.
It's been
That's what I
moved.
do.
It's been moved and supported. We need roll call, please.
Bill,
Yes.
Ed,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
Shar,
Yes.
and Mo votes yes. That's it.
Item 10, new business. A, management discretionary authority. 1, personnel wages and salary that fall within the budget.
Did we? Nothing.
There's been some discussion about what the manager's discretionary authority is within the budget as far as what he may or may not do, and I want to make sure we clear this up.
I have a question.
Yes,
I have a
sir.
statement.
Yes, sir.
There's no place in the 20 years that I've been on boards and commissions and whatever that allow the manager to just go ahead and give raises, if that's what we're talking about. That should be a recommendation. First of all, it should go through performance reports. We should see the performance evaluations of the people, and that should be presented to the board, and we would be the one that would make the decision. We're the one that's responsible for it. This is money that's tax money. We're the ones that can be held responsible. A manager, he can't, they can't take him out of office. And I think it's important for this board to be the one to determine who gets a raise and when they get it. But again, it's going to be a recommendation from someone, whether it's the manager or a committee of people that are going to present this. But I hold fast that I want that authority to be with the commission.
If that's what this topic really is about, I completely agree with Bill.
If it isn't, I want it to be the topic.
Well, that's exactly what this topic is referred to. I wanted the board to provide some insight as to the discretionary authority that the station management would have when it comes to authorizing, even though it falls into the budget, what authority they have into authorizing pay raises and whatnot. I do believe that putting an individual from a hourly position to a salary position needs to come from board approval.
I think that needs to happen along with pay raises.
Absolutely.
Every board and commission that I'm on, the pay raises and everything is in the budget. But that doesn't mean they can just helter skelter just decide, well, I'm going to give a raise here and do this and do that. That doesn't happen.
Well, and that's what I need to have cleared up here. If everybody in the board is in agreement that hourly increases and changes in employment status need to be approved by the board, then it must, the management then needs to understand that is what our expectation will be then.
Is there performance evaluations provided?
Officially, no. The evaluation of the evaluations of the manager, I guess, fell every year on how the budget fared out.
I would like to see it for each employee, because there you have a gauge on whether someone deserves a raise or not.
Absolutely.
All part of the process.
And there probably should be an evaluation process. I'm assuming that Bill and Terry have some sort of an evaluation process within their organization when it comes to hourly employees, but I don't know that for sure. But as far as the salary individuals, which currently are Bill Service and Terry Stiles, then the board needs to evaluate their positions in order to make a determination if there are warranted pay increases from one year to the next.
Now, wasn't there just someone put from hourly to salary besides them?
Well, that was rescinded.
But that's what I'm talking about.
That's exactly, I know that. And that was something that I would say does not fall within the discretionary decision-making of the manager without board approval.
So what would you like, what would the board like? I'll make a motion that all salary increases are at the discretion of the commission. And also, I'd like to see performance and evaluation performed each year on all employees. It's my motion.
I'll second that.
All
But
right.
I'd also like to see, I'd also like to see this board perform performance evaluations on the supervisors so
Perfect.
that everyone,
I'm sorry, Maureen, I didn't quite hear what you said.
I'll clear it up
Well,
for you, Ed. I'm going to add to my motion that the council, or excuse me, the commission perform an evaluation of any supervisor personnel working for the commission, or for the communications, cable communications.
I'll continue my support.
So can I get the motion we're prepared to vote on so I can completely understand it?
I'm making a motion that any pay increases be the discretion of the cable commission. Also, I would like to see performance evaluations performed on all employees. And I'm going to add that employee evaluation be performed by the cable commission on the supervisory personnel of the cable commission.
All right, we have a motion. Maureen, you supported that motion?
I did support that motion.
Okay, let's take a vote, please. Roll call.
Bill,
Yes.
Karen,
Yes.
Shar,
Yes.
Ed,
Yes.
Mo, yes. That's everybody.
I would also like to discuss when these are going to be performed. Terry's got her hand up.
Yeah.
I'll let you go ahead, Terry.
Well, I guess I would like an outline of how the board will base their evaluation on management. On what would that outline be on, as far as knowledge is concerned? Or is it on knowledge or performance, and what's the standard for that performance?
I think one thing we could do is have management go up to Oxford Township, just because they're closer, to see what they use for performance evaluations, possibly use their form. I'd like to see that happen. Also, I'd like to figure out when these are going to be formed. Generally, they're performed in the September-ish part of the year. It gives time to evaluate and make a decision. Terry, you're shaking your head. Help me.
I think one of the issues that Terry has, if I understand her, is how we as a board are going to evaluate management's performance as it relates to the management of a TV station, when really none of us have any experience running a TV station.
Absolutely.
I have a suggestion. We could request self-reviews from the managers.
That would be a portion
I
of
would
it.
like to. I'd like to say, if you could get everybody's job descriptions to each member of the cable commission, and the first time around, we could base it on their job description and go from there. And if we start in June, because we don't meet very often, we can come back with any questions in September.
I didn't hear everything you said, Maureen. You kept going in and out.
Could we have this, have some data or some things put together for our next meeting? That, you know, we don't have to do this today, that this commission could sit down and talk about how we're going to do it. Again, I wouldn't expect it to happen until later this year. If anybody's got any suggestions, I suggested we go to.
I was thinking that I might sit down and talk with Terry and Bill and then consult with some other cable commission entities, you know, in Rochester or Troy, and see what their process is for evaluating their management. And then maybe do some research with the state to come up with some ideas. But it's very difficult for us as a group, meaning the board, to evaluate specific job performance within the station itself, because due to our lack of experience in running a TV station. Now we can look at budgets, we can look at all the numbers when it comes to financial expenditures, and certainly we can evaluate on that basis. The other side of the coin is the more difficult for me to ascertain, and I'd like to do some research on it. But I do agree there should be evaluations done. That makes sense.
How else are you going to figure out whether someone deserves a raise or not?
Well, I'm saying I do believe that evaluations need to be done. I'm not disputing that. But we can discuss this as a board individually, and we'll come up with some ideas, and then at the next meeting, maybe have something as a blueprint to start working from, and then come up with a final draft of some sort of evaluation process.
We used to have an evaluation process. It's been a long time since it's been used, but we did do that. I and Sue Basardi did it for a long time.
For management.
Yes,
Not, you didn't do it, you only did it for management, right? Not
Correct.
employees.
correct.
Yeah.
But it was also, I think, something that we asked that there be reviews on employees, because I remember seeing that there was a file on employee reviews. And this meeting sounds like nobody's been doing anything, but I do believe it has been done in the past.
Not on employees, but it was on management.
Well,
The only time there was ever employee reviews is right before Don let go of somebody. Then he would do an employee review, but in the 22 years I've been here, no.
well, we can move forward with some sort of idea to put something together. I don't have a problem initiating some kind of, like I said, some kind of bullet points we can start off with. And if other board members want to throw their 2 cents in, and what we can do to establish some sort of an evaluation process, I think it's going to be our job to set up a standard for the salary people, and our salary people need to establish the protocols for the hourly people that work for them.
I'd like to see what those protocols are, though, for the employees.
Sure, we can review those as well before they go into their use and practical application. But I think in my opinion, the salary management people need to establish the the evaluation processes for the hourly people. We can approve that.
Is there anyone that would like to work together with our volunteer Ed Hunway to put this together?
And I could work with you in Florida if you'd like.
Yeah, you want to come down? Sure.
Hey, Ed, I can work with you because I'm going to Florida in 2 weeks.
I'll be back.
Well, I could still be there, Bill. If I go, I'm not coming back.
I only came back because I was hoping to have a personal meeting on this date instead of doing this, but because I just got here a couple hours ago.
You know what? I'm going to make a motion to the Personnel Committee get together and come up with something to present to the commission. I don't know who's on the Personnel Committee, but sorry.
Well, I will be happy to work with the Personnel Committee with Maureen and Charlene.
Can't have three.
Can't? Oh, that's right. We will be a quorum.
We only have two.
Sarah
Well,
and I
I can
can
work
come up with something and get it out to the board. Sarah, I'll
We
call you in
can.
a couple days.
Okay.
Thank you, Mo. Thank you, Shar.
It's what we live for.
All right, then on to 10A, number 2. Another issue that I need to have clarified is the, what is a discretionary expenditure limit that the management may have when it comes to spending money within the budget for necessary, let's say if equipment breaks down or something happens in the building and it's a major expense, but it falls within the budget lines, what is their limit that they can spend without board approval?
Do we need to have a limit, or can we just give the manager authority to perform his job? And if it's wrong, the board let him know.
I think I can tell you how we handle it in the village. The village manager has, I believe, a $1,500 expense that he can spend without council approval. That being said, if there's an emergency, we have to expect that he took care of it. And if it costs $3,000 to get the furnace fixed, he needs to get the furnace fixed, but they need to contact us as quickly as possible. Let us know that that expense was made.
There was an established limit several years ago, and I don't remember what it was. For some reasons, 5,000 is sticking in my head. Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, but that was established when Bill first became management.
Well, I want to know if the board wants a limit established on what the manager can spend without board approval on
There's,
any item
I
that
would
falls
agree.
within the budget.
I think there should be a limit.
there
Even if
is.
it's budgeted, the manager just can't go out and buy a truck because we budgeted it. They have to get bids and they have to come back to council. I think it would be the same with the cable commission.
So you're rewriting what's already been established then, is what you're saying, right? Because that
I don't know
has
what
been
I'm re-
established.
I've never seen that in writing. I guess I don't know that it's been established.
It was right when Bill was hired as management.
Are you saying 5,000 was the limit?
Dave can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what it was. Because we have issues where we have to all of a sudden get a computer. I don't remember what it was. I could go back and look in our minutes because it was voted on and everything else. And it was right after Bill, or unless you want to reestablish.
Ed, as supervisor, I had a $3,500 limit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to see it in writing. If it's been approved, let's look at it and see if we want to change it or keep it.
I'll find it.
Well, how do we want to let this go? Just table it until the next meeting?
Well,
Until Terry does
Personnel
the
committee,
research?
this could be part of their duty.
Yeah, I'd say we set this aside until we get additional information from Terry.
Okay, then we'll table it until the next meeting.
Set aside.
I'll make a
10B,
motion.
we've all pretty much covered salary, personnel, and annual reviews with our previous discussion, so I'm not going to go into that anymore unless somebody wants to add anything more to what was said earlier. All right, then we'll go on to 11, committee reports, technical committee. So far, I think, Bill, did you decide to go on the technical committee or were we waiting for a new member?
What have I done? Oh, Terry.
What's the technical committee?
Look on your face. I don't know.
You're going to review any of the equipment and the necessary
Everything.
purchases that might be required to operate the TV station?
Filter on it somehow. What did you touch?
I just set this.
Is that like an ongoing monthly thing?
No. It's just,
You're gonna have to watch.
I'm given the fact that you were probably put on this board, you probably have in-depth knowledge of
Can you see whether
technical equipment involving a TV station. You
No,
know
but
it
I'm
all.
going to ask Terry if I can come have a tour of the station.
Oh, my goodness.
absolutely.
I would love it if you did. Come on up.
I'm going to
That'd be
reach out
awesome.
to you.
Okay,
Well-
please do. I can give you my cell phone.
I mean, Ed, if you're looking for somebody, I'm happy to help. I don't know if you're looking for somebody to fill that.
Yeah, it's not going to take up a lot of your time. All right, then we have nothing to report. Personnel committee, you've been provided a task. Do you have anything else to add, Shar or Maureen?
Well, we haven't met yet.
Yeah, I know. Not too many of us have.
I have nothing.
Nothing, okay. Item 12, manager's report.
Go ahead, back up there. Where the wages? The wages for the 2021, we're not wages.
Wait a minute, I can't hear Bill at all.
I think he's muted.
There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, yep. The wages 21 by Terry, myself, and Kenny David, Alexis Ware. It's only 6 of us needed a raise starting January 1. We have no raises yet. So do you
Well,
want to hold that to the next meeting also?
Yes.
Okay. All right then. Manager report. Because of the loss of most of the school events, concerts, choirs, dance, sports, Terry found some good old royalty movies to fill from 4 to 6:30. Most of the regular films are still broadcast. Our committee access Daybreak, My Life, local news, and so on goes on. The high school's just started basketball finally. We hired 2 more time camera people. The total of employees are 9. Some of the employees only use about 4 to 5 hours per week. Finally get 12 hours per week. None of the government virtual meetings are on the air. Our last sports announcer left to work at an NB station in the UP. We had just hired Teddy Rydquist from the Oxford Leader, who's the new sports reporter, and he did a great job for us. Our station continues to keep you with updates of all the local events we possibly can do for your information. And that's all the manager report for this month, or next quarter.
I'll move to receive and file.
We have a motion. Has it been supported?
I'll support.
We have a motion that's been supported. Roll call, please.
Sure.
Yes.
Bill.
Yes.
Ed.
Yes.
Karen.
Yes.
And Mo votes yes. That's it.
Commissioner comments. I'll start with you, Shar.
I had to unmute me. I don't have a lot of comments. I think those that are working are doing a great job. I've stopped a few times. I don't know what more we can comment on.
Okay. Bill, done? Bill? Hello? Am I still on?
Yeah, we
You're
can.
on, Ed.
Oh, nobody was there. Is Bill not around?
He's there. He just can't figure out how to unmute.
I just couldn't get the arrow to move. He's hit something that is really.
Everything I touch turns to poop.
There you go. Any
There's a
comments,
commission
Bill?
down for you.
Bill, comments? I'll go back to Bill.
He muted himself again.
Yeah, I'll go back to Bill. Maureen?
I have no comment.
Karen?
I'm not sure what comments I'm supposed to have, so I guess I don't have any today. I did have a question, though. Who else is on the technical committee?
Myself, Ed Hunwick.
Everything.
There you go. Don't touch.
Can you hear me, Ed?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, my comment is I'd like to welcome Karen to the commission. She'll enjoy it here.
Thank
I would
you.
also like to compliment you on your lovely daughter, Campbell. I worked with her all last year and, through the COVID stuff, what a wonderful kid. She's got a great attitude and you should be very proud of her.
Thank you
I
very much.
second that.
Thank you, Susan, everybody at Oxford. She loves working there, and if she goes away to school, she's having a hard time because she really wants to stay and work at Oxford. But thank you. What's that?
Tell her to go to college.
Well, I mean, stay home and go to college local. We'll see. Thank you, though.
Tell her to run away, run away.
All right, for me, I wanted to meet as a group in person, and unfortunately, after a lot of investigating, it's not allowed. I wanted to meet in person because I wanted to have a closed session. I consulted with our attorney, who strongly advised that if what I wanted to discuss had to be done, should be done in person. And then I had a number of individuals tell me that doing it via Zoom would not be an issue. I contacted Michigan Township Association, talked to their attorney. She began her conversation with me by saying, I cannot believe your attorney would not allow you to meet in a closed session via Zoom. And then at the end of her conversation, she said, the only thing I would think that would prevent her from letting you do that, it would be, and she gave two examples, and one of the examples fell right into what I wanted to discuss. And then when I told her that, she said, then you need to meet personally. I would not, you need to follow your attorney's advice. So two different attorneys had told me that I should not do this via Zoom. So the Michigan Township attorney did tell me that effective April 1st, the Zoom meetings will be illegal. Apparently, the Michigan legislature initiated a law mandating these meetings this way because of the pandemic, but apparently the law expires on March 31st. So that being the case, I'll have a closed session after that, but we'll see what happens after March 31st. Anyways, I would like to welcome Karen to the board, and that's all the comments I have. Do I have a motion for adjournment?
You got it.
I have a public comment I'd like to make.
Oh, I'm sorry. There is another public comment. I apologize. Go ahead, Terry.
I really want to do it with grace, but I don't know if I'm going to. The chamber had a breakfast meeting last week. It was a state of the community meeting. Mike Sowald spoke as the chair of the chamber. Accolades to the chamber for covering the businesses downtown. Accolades to the police for helping out the businesses. Jack Curtis had accolades for the fire department, Oakland County Sheriff, Parks and Recs, and not one person mentioned OCTV. And so I was hurt because we spent the entire summer and thousands of hours and dollars promoting the businesses downtown to help them work through COVID, as well as work through that M24 thing. I mean, we totally dedicated our summer to that. And so I was hurt because we do help the businesses. We have 2 shows featuring Parks and Recs, one for the seniors and one for another for their activities. Anytime anything goes on out here, I want to be there and I try to cover it. We have a show that features the chamber, which we talk about what's going on with the businesses downtown. We have that show at least twice a month. And so, my feelings were really hurt because in the 22 years that I've either worked or volunteered here, I hear, we didn't know we had a television station in Oxford, and that's why. We're not promoted by the community. We promote the community. And I'm really asking you people that are on our board and leaders in your community, if you love us, talk us up. If you don't love us, talk us up, because we're here for the community and we're here to promote the community. And we do everything we can. We've done the candidate forum for the people in this community. We promote if the entities want millages or renewals, we promote that. I mean, we do everything we can, possibly, especially with the small crew we have. And so I just want to let you guys know my feelings were hurt. I love this business and I love OCTV and I love Oxford. And I was really kicked in the gut. So that's all I wanted to say. I've asked you guys before, please talk to your boards about us. People don't know about us because we're not promoted. We're the only ones promoting us. Okay, I'm done. I tried to do that with grace. I hope you don't feel bad. I just want to tell you guys.
I appreciate everything you guys do over there, Terry, and
I know you do. I know.
I feel bad about the lack of respect you feel you're getting. Maybe people just take you for granted, but I think you guys do a great job.
Thanks. I know you guys do. I just wish that you would tell your communities, You have board meetings where people watch you.
All right, Terry.
I'm done.
If there's no other public comments, hearing none, then I'll take a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
I'll second.
Roll call.
Sharp,
Yes.
Bill, Karen,
Yes.
Ed,
Yes.
and I vote yes. We don't need Bill.
Okay, meeting's adjourned. Thank you. Thank you, Susan.
Char, I'll call you later in the week.
Welcome.
Okay, Mo.